Welcome to the session. Myself, Dr. U. Sheshadri, Associate Professor, Department of CSE, Vardhaman College of Engineering, Hyderabad, Telangana. In today's session, we're going to explore the prompt engineering. So before I'm going to explore the prompt engineering, first I have to explore that how to build a mission translation, how to build a mission translation or text summarization, or a question and answer system using chatbot, or write Python code or the SQL code, etc. How we can done this by using GenAI. Here we are given input to the model and it is providing the output. Here the input we are given as text. Then using the model, you may use the LLM model or the RAG or fine tuning model. We are getting the output is text. Here, the input you may consider text, or you may consider the image, or you may consider the table, or you may consider the graph, or you may consider the audio, or you may consider the video. Whatever you are given the input, and using the model, that is we are using the generative model. We are using the model is GenAI model. We are getting the output is either text, image, or audio, or the video, or the graph. We are getting the output is either text, image, table, or graph, or audio, or video. See, for that, what are the steps we have to follow? That is, the step number one is, first step is we have to identify a large language model. That's a LLM model. We have to select it. That is you are chosen GPT from OpenAI. You are using Gemini from Google AI. You are using Llama from Meta. You are using the client Glide. That's from Anthropic. You are using Phi. That's from Microsoft. We have to use it. Here we are given as input using prompt. We have to give the input to the model. That's we are given the model is LLM model or whatever that. Then we are getting the output. We are getting the output. Here, that's we have to done it. That's first step is we have to identify the large language model. We are using GPT from OpenAI, Gemini from Google AI. You are using Llama from Meta, Phi from Microsoft. That's the first step. Then the next step is we have to experiment with the following. Experiment with the following. That is, you may use prompt engineering. Or designing. Second, you may use RAG. retrieval augmentation generation, or you may use the fine tuning. So we have to experiment with these things. See, now we'll see that what is prompt. What is prompt? Here prompt is nothing but it's a input to the LLM. It's nothing but it's a input to the LLM, large language model. Here, the prompt engineering or the prompt designing. What is the prompt engineering or the prompt designing? Here, the prompt engineering or design. What is the prompt engineering or what is the prompt designing? The prompt engineering, it is nothing but we are providing input to the LLM. We provide input to LLM. It can help to use, it can help us, it can help us to set desired result, to set the desired result or the required result and improve the performance using the model. Here, we may use the LLM model. Here, some best practices to improve the prompts are best practices to improve prompt is to improve prompt. The best practices are one is write clear instruction. We have to write the clear instructions. That is, we can write the instructions are very clear. Second one is that is we have to specify the detail. Be specific and the detailed manner we have to give it. Second one is few shot or zero shot learning. Few shot or zero shot learning. Third one, few shot or zero shot learning is nothing but you are using zero shot, we had to ask the AI directly. We can ask the AI directly. Suppose you are using few shot, we had to give some examples. We had to give the examples. So those are best practices to improve the prompter. One is we can write the instructions very clearly. Second, zero shot or few shot learning. In zero shot, we can ask directly. In few shot, we have to give the example. Based on the example, we can give some samples. Third one is output structuring. Fourth, prompting personas. Fifth, give model time to think. And next, another model is react. This is also one of the model, react. That is a reason, act. And chain of thought, COT. Tree of thought. And self-consistency. Those are some best practices to improve the prompt. Now let us will see that one by one. Write with the clear instructions. We can write with the clear instructions. Now let us will see this. I can use the ChatGPT. I can use the ChatGPT. Here, what I'm writing is in clear instructions is I can give the statement is we have to correct the grammar of the following sentence. See, I'm given the input is they went to the market and buy fruits. They went to the market and buy fruits. This is I'm asking. And we have to, this is I'm given the input to the AI, GPT I'm given. What I'm given is we have to give correct grammar of the following sentences. I'm given the input is they went to the market and buy the fruits. See that? See, here the corrected versions of the sentence is they went to market. Wantedly, I'm given the input is grammar I am not given. So they went to the market and bought fruits. They went to the market to buy fruits. Those are the correct versions of the sentences it is providing. And one more is you can tell about the recurrence neural network. Tell about recurrence neural network. Neural network. If I give this one, then it is providing some information. That is what is recurrence neural network and the examples. Why do we need the recurrence neural network? So this is on that perspective they are given, and mathematical representation it is given, and what is xi, what is ht, and what is wh, what is wx, that is given, and the types of recurrence neural network architectures they are given, one to one, one to many, all those things they are given. Suppose you are given like that, we are given the input, that is we have to give me introduction to the recurrence relation. Introduction to the recurrence relation model. Recurrence neural network. Assume that I have no knowledge, about artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence, artificial neural network. Now also I have to mention that we can describe the architecture in simple words using multiple examples. When I'm given as input, see that what the AI it is providing. See, when come here, it is also providing in the previous. That's when I given the input is this I'm given. You have to tell about the recurrence neural network. It is providing some information. When I'm given as input in very clearly, that's we can give me the introduction to the recurrence neural network and assume that there is no knowledge about the artificial neural network. We can describe the architecture in simple words using multiple examples. See, it is providing in detailed explanation. Why? Because I am given the input is the clear instructions I am given. Here in the simple words, it is represented recurrence neural network. And what is the neural network? The basic idea it is given, the examples it is providing, and what are the problems with the normal neural network? Why the recurrence neural network we are using, and the real-time analysis they are providing, real-time architecture, and the explanation of the mathematical model it is given and how it is working, the step by step it is providing. Like that, when you give the instructions are very clear. That is one of the best practices to improve the prompt is, one is we have to write the clear instructions. You can write the clear instructions. And one more example also I'm telling that, when you are given, if you want to translate some sentence into some other languages also, we can easily translate it. When you are given, the instructions are very clear. Suppose you are given the instruction like that, we are given, translate the given sentence to Telugu, Tamil, Hindi, and French. Output. Here, I'm given the English input is, how do I learn the data science? How do I learn the data science? Here the same sentence, how we can give Telugu output. How we have to give Tamil output. How we can give Hindi. How we have to give the same sentence using French. This is, I'm given the instruction to AI. See that? It's translating. This is the English sentence. It's convert to the languages, Telugu, Tamil, Hindi, French output it is providing. That is, we can give the instructions very clear. We have to write the clear instructions. Those are some examples I'm representing. And also some of the best practices to improve the prompt is, second one is few shot or zero shot learning. Few shot or zero shot learning. For this one, we'll see that one more example, few shot or zero shot learning. Here, I'm given the review, that is the movie Shucks. What is the sentiment? Sentiment I am given as negative. Next, some reviews I am given, some inputs I am given, some input outputs. The next review is, this movie is documentary on oceans. Documentary on oceans. Here the sentiment I am given, the neutral. Neutral. The next review and sentiment I am given. Here, this movie had a lot of falls. What is the sentiment for this one? This I am not given the input. Next, the movie was not at all good. The next review I am given. The movie was not at all good. But the sentiment. And the next, this is one of the best movie I ever watched. This is the best movie I ever watched. Sentiment I am not given. Next, one more I am given as. The review is, this is one of the pathetic movie. See. And next, one more I am given as. This movie based on true story. Based on few story. Here, for some, I'm given as review and sentiment. For some, I'm not given as review, only I'm given. Sentiment, I am not given. See, this I am given as in GPT, what result it is providing. See that. See this, the remaining also it is providing. Here I am given only for one. Last I am not given. See that the movie based on the few story, what it is providing, neutral. This is also I am not given. The sentiment, I'm not given this one. The movie was not at all good. See for this one, the negative sentiment it is providing. This is comes under the few shot learning. But not given any sentiment, only you are given the review, then it is providing the result that is nothing but the zero shot learning. Next, another one is, we'll see that, another one is output structuring. The third one is output structuring. Output structuring. Here, when I give the information to the AI is, correct the grammar. I'm given the input is like that. Correct the grammar of the following sentence. If there are multiple correct options, if there are multiple correct answers, correct options, give them in numbered list. Now, what I give the input is, here I am given as input is, they went to the market and buy fruits. They went to the market and buy fruits. See, this I am given to the AI. Here, this is the example for output structuring. When I give this to the AI, what result it is providing? It is providing the structured format, output structured format. If they have the multiple correct options are there, they are providing as a numbered format. This I am asking. I need the output is XML format. See that? The output it is providing in the XML format or not. See here, the response, input. They went to the market and buy fruits. Corrected sentences, it is providing in the XML format it is providing. See, I need the JSON format. It is providing the JSON format. I need the CSV format. It is providing the CSV format it is providing. That is nothing but we have to tell the AI how you want answer. You want JSON format, you want CSV format, or you want XML format, you want the number format, that is, it is providing the structured format. This is one is output structuring. Next, the one more it is that is prompting personas. Prompting personas. That is uh, this feature, see that ask AI to act like a person or role or something. That is the meaning is can ask the AI to act like a specific person or role or the expert before answering. That is if I give without persona, can I give as input is like that I am given. That is explain cloud computing. See, when I give this like that, it is providing the result is what is cloud computing, real life analysis, it is providing the basic idea, it is providing the key features, the types with their perspective, it is providing the output. It is providing the output. Whereas if we give with persona, like you tell the AI, we can act as like the specific person or the specific role or an expert. That's we have to tell the input to the AI is like the specific person. Suppose we are given the input is like that we are given. That is act as a professor and explain cloud computing with real-time example. With real-time example. When I give this, here I mention that the persona. It means I tell the AI to act as a specific person or the role or the expert. Accordingly, it is providing the answer. Before answering, I can add the persona. See, this is the result it is providing without persona. This is the result it is providing. This is the result it is providing. Just I mentioned that the explain the cloud computing. This is the result it is providing. When I add the persona to the input to AI, see that what result it is providing, definition, and why cloud computing, it is providing cloud solution, it is providing real-time example, the Netflix, Gmail, Google Drive, their explanation it is providing, Amazon, online education, and the characteristics, service model. That is here I add that the AI to the input is the persona I am adding. That is uh, we are telling to the AI to act as like the specific person or the role or the expert before answering I'm given. This is also one of the important practices, best practices to improve the prompt is one is we can write the clear instruction. Second one is the zero shot or the few shot learning. Third one is the structured output structuring. And next one is prompting personas. And next, one more, the best practices to improve the prompt is, one more I am telling that, give the model time to think. Give the model time to think. Give the model time to think. See, with this, I can explore that when you give the input to the GPT, like that I am given, that is, I am given the input to the GPT is 8998 multiply 9987. When I give the input, see, it is providing the result. Multiplication of these three it is providing. Instead of that, I'm given the input is what is 8998 multiply 9987. Let's think step by step. See, when I give like that, See that how it is providing the output. See that it is providing the step by step. It is thinking based on the time, and it is thinking and it is providing the result. Finally, we are getting this is the answer. This is the answer it is providing. See that is the answer it is providing. And some of the important best practices to improve the prompt is reason act is there. I'll tell you in the next upcoming session. Chain of thought is there. Tree of thought is there. And self consistency is there. See, those are also some of the best practices are there. Now, I'll tell you that what are the limitations? What are the limitations of the prompt engineering? The prompt engineering, the limitations, the prompt engineering, the limitations. One of the limitation is depends on wording. There is a depends on wording. What how we are using the words accordingly it is working. Dependence. Dependence on wording. And second limitation is suppose when I give that, I can give that explain AI. When I type this explain AI, it is providing what is artificial intelligence and some example it is providing. When I give instead of these, it is providing in detail, it is providing. When I give instead of these, can I type like that? Explain AI in 2 lines for beginners. For beginners. When I give like that, see that what the difference it is there? That is nothing but depends on wording. One of the limitation in the prompt engineering is depends on the wording. See, it is providing just the 2 lines. It is providing. Here it is providing some explanation about the AI it is providing. Right? That is one of the limitation is depends on wording. And another limitation is no true understanding. No true understanding. That is AI tools like the GPT does not don't actually understand the content. They generate the response based on the patterns, not real reasons or deep comprehensions it is providing. And another limitation is hallucination problem is there. Hallucination problem is there. That is nothing but sometimes it is providing the fake information. Fake information it is providing. That is AI generate the confident, but it is providing the wrong information. That is especially we are taking the risk in the research, healthcare, and the security domains where the risk we are facing when you are using this one because of the limitation is a hallucination is there. Suppose when I give that, when I give like that I am given, can you see that the example what I am given that in the see here this is the example. Rubin Vasi images. See here. When I give this image, what you are thinking? See here. See that. See, that is when I give this one is in one angle, the cubes it is providing. In another angle, the two persons side by side and their faces it will be visible here. That is nothing but in both the perceptive it is providing the correct information, but according to the situations. According to the situations it is providing. Now, here the prompt engineering, one of the limitation is hallucination problem is there. Hallucination problem is there. That is sometimes it is providing the fake information. For example, if I give the information is, I'm given the information, I'm given the input is, who is you, Sheshadri. When I give like that, when I given as some more, who is K Ramesh, I'm given. Another example. This is my personal, that's why it is showing directly, right? When I give it as new chart I am taken. See that? When I given as who is Sheshadri, it is providing as the content it is providing. That is academic content and the general meaning of Sheshadri and other people named it is providing. When I give like that, who is Sheshadri in Vardhaman College, it is providing a clear information. See that? See, those are some limitations are there. The prompt engineering, the limitations are those one. And also, it's a AI tool. It's a lack of domain expertise. And also the context limitations are there. So those are some of the limitations are there. So in this session, I have to explore that. I have to explore that. That is how to build mission translation or the text summarization, QA system, chatbot, write a Python or the SQL code. How we can translate is by using input we are given based on the model, the LLM model or the RAG model we are given, and it is providing the output it is providing. And what is prompt and what is the prompt engineering and what are the best practices to improve the prompt, those are explored. And also, and finally, I have to explore that what are the limitations of the prompt engineering I have to explore. So thank you. In the next session, we'll see some more content.